Hello, welcome to Streamlit tutorials for geospatial applications. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an interactive web app within just a couple minutes using Streamlit. So first, let's go to the GitHub to find the Streamlit template. So the link is also in the description below. Once you are on this page, you can click use this template. So make sure that you already have a GitHub account. If you don't have one, you can sign up. And after that, come to this web page and then click use this template. So and then next, I'm going to give you a quick overview. But first, let's take a look at what this app look like. So you can click the link and open it up. So this template is very convenient. So you can also clone this repository to your computer, and then you can develop a web app. It can run on the Streamlit Cloud. It can also run on Binder. It can also be deployed to Heorku. And this is what I'm going to show you later. But first, let's take a look at this web app, right? So on the left side here, you see the main menu, and you can have some information also on the sidebar. On the right here shows you the interactive map. You can have text, you can have map, you can have graph, you can have figures, tables, like whatever things that are supported by Streamlit. So on the left side, you can also click the menu, and you see this is everything is interactive. So you are welcome to try this one out. And later, I'm going to show you how to create something like this. You can also add more menus, basically more items to the menu. And so we will get into that shortly. So next, as I mentioned earlier, click the use template. Okay, and after that you can give a new name. So for example, I'm going to choose a Streamlit demo, and then for here I can just Streamlit demos for geospatial. Okay, you can public, you can private. You probably want to have public, otherwise you might not be able to deploy using Streamlit, because Streamlit only allows you one private repo. So you can just public and then click create repository from template, and it's going to take a couple seconds. Once you have this one, then you can navigate to Streamlit. So okay, it's done, and everything here is the exact copy from my repository. So the next step is to deploy this one to Streamlit Cloud, and what you need to do is to go to share.streamlit.io. If you don't have a Streamlit account, you need to sign up, and once you're there, click the new app button. So from here, oh, by the way, so once you create your account, you need to connect your GitHub account to your Streamlit, and after that you should be able to automatically, for example, whatever repo that you created earlier, it will show up in here. You can also do a quick search, or you can just type the URL, and then so this one here is the Streamlit demo. And once you select this one, it's going to automatically find out the branch. So the default one is master. Okay, so also the Streamlit app. So we're going to use this one by default. So you can basically accept everything by default. You can also click the advanced settings. If you want to, for example, select Python, I can, for example, do Python 3.9. If you have any environment variables that you need to set, you can put in here. But in this example, we don't need any, so we just click save and then hit deploy. So Streamlit is going to clone the repository from GitHub, and it's going to install all the dependencies. So you can see on the right here the progress, how it's moving. If you want, you can also go back to the GitHub repository. You can take a look at the requirements.txt. So this one here shows you some of the dependencies, because this one is for geospatial applications, and you can install Gmap for Google Sensing. You can also install LeafMap, and there are also some other packages, but definitely these two are required: the Streamlit and also the Streamlit option menu. Option menu basically, let me show you this one here. This item here, this is all the menu is built on top of this one. So these two definitely is required. And if you want to do geospatial applications, you might also want to install GDAL and others. So also GeoPandas, right? So those are some of the key libraries that you might want to install. On the right here, you will see it's still moving on. It might take a couple of minutes. So once it's done, you should be able to open the app. It will be something like this. So the URL will be different. So you'll be your share.streamlit.io/ and then the username of your Streamlit account. No, this is your GitHub username, and then this will be the GitHub repository, the name of the repository, right? And then everything else will be pretty much the same. So once it's done, I can show you, for example, how to clone the repository to a computer and then how to make changes. So next, let's go back to the repository that you just created, and then from here you can click clone. Okay, I'm just going to click because I'm just going to basically clone the repository to my computer so that I can make some changes and then push the changes back to GitHub. Okay, so what you need to do, you can open your terminal and then or anaconda prompt. Then I just type git clone paste, hit enter. Right, so it's here, and after that you can open the directory using Visual Studio Code. So I'm just going to type that, and as you can see, it has been cloned to our computer. And next step, I'm going to show you how to actually add some new apps, so new items to the menu. Assume that you already have so this one is just template. You can customize, you can add more stuff to the app, and this is what we're going to do here. So next, navigate to the page and click Streamlit _ app. So this is the main web page. Whenever you launch Streamlit is going to run this one. So this will be the main script that's going to be run, and when this one is executing, it might call other scripts. So you can see this is basically the main menu, and you also have the apps directory. So the apps directory has several items in here, and this is exactly what is going to show up here on the left side. So home, heatmap, upload, right? So you can see home, heatmap, upload. So whatever app new item you want to add to the menu, you are going to create a new file under the apps directory, and then you are going to get add the item here to the apps within here. So I'm going to show you shortly. Assume that, okay, I want to create a new app that can display some vector data using leaf map. So I'm going to show you how we can do that. First, you will need to create a new file under the apps menu. So if you don't know how to do that, you can take a look at some of the sample code here for others. So let me take a look at here, right? You need to import the library, and then you can define the function. So the main one here will be the def app and then parentheses. So whatever it is, the main function is going to be in here. So for example, this would be a simple example. Just import the library, define a function, that's it, and then we can add the app to the main menu. Okay, so let me create a new one. For example, I can right click new file, and you can maybe just choose vector.py. Assume that, okay, we want to display some vector data, and then you can simply come back to here. I can just copy all of them and then come back to here, paste. So what we need to change here is whatever within this portion, right? So we're going to create display the title. We are also going to basically display the map in Streamlit. So what we need to change actually is this portion. So if you need to find some example, I can show you here. You can go to the leafmap website, leafmap.org, and then on the left side here, there are lots of examples. Although not everything is supported in Streamlit, but you can simply, for example, I can try this one, number 10, add vector. So from here, you can scroll down, you can take a look at any examples that you like, and let's say, all right, I want maybe just the this one here. So it's pretty simple, right? Just simply copy and then come back to here. Simply just replace, and you next make sure that you need to indent, right? Because it's within a function. So hit tab and then move in. Since we are going to display the map in Streamlit, we don't need to display the map here. So we want to remove M. That's it, right? And then Control S. Once it's saved, right, now we have the the web app. So what the next step is to add this one to the menu. So what you need to do here is to make changes to this one. So it's called vector. So we are going to import the library here, just comma and then vector. Next one you need to change is the app. So it's going to within the dictionary. So this one will be the name of your module, and you want to choose a title. You want to also choose the icon. So what these two here is basically on the left side, right? This is the title and this is the icon, right? Behind the scene, it's going to call the web app. So I'm going to just comma, and then from here you can tell, okay, it's pretty nice. So GitHub Copilot already give you some hints. So I can just type vector and then title vector. But this one here, I'm not quite sure. So make marker. If you want to find out some icons, you can click this link, go to this URL, and let me paste here. So basically, you can find a lot of icons for the menu. Hit enter. Right, and there are tons of things in here. What you need to is to grab the name, right? So for example, you want to create some data. Let's say, how about this one? Maybe scroll down. How about this? For example, vector data. I can maybe use this one, bounding box, for example. I can select, and what you need to do is to grab this name, bounding box, and then come back to the web app. So we're going to change this one to the bounding box, and that's it. So it is, and after that you should be able to run the app. But earlier I show you how to, let me see if this finished yet. So on the Streamlit, okay, it's done. So this is the web app that we just created, but we the changes we made on local computer has not been pushed here yet. So as you can see, but it's already up and running. So this is the name of the your username, your GitHub, and this will be the repo, the name of the repo, right? So earlier we already added a new item to add some vector data, but we haven't pushed the changes yet. And what you need to do is to actually, on your local computer, you need to, if you need to test it, but if you haven't installed the packages, let me show you here. Go to the let me go to the GitHub repository. So if you want, let me come back to here, demo, and then view app source, right? So for this one, you need to install some of the packages. As I mentioned earlier, I haven't show you how to install, but if you don't know how to install GitHub Conda, you can follow my previous tutorial. So if you want to create one on your local computer, it will be pretty straightforward. So let me solve it, come back to here, right? Just open your Anaconda prompt or your terminal, and then you can just, for example, Conda create -n, basically the name you want to use. So I can say, for example, st demo, and then just type Python equal to, for example, 3.9, right? So this is the name of the repository, and then the name of the Conda environment. So once you create, and then I can Conda activate st demo, right? So once it's activated, so the next step is to install the packages. So we're going to use this one, the requirements.txt. So you can install either using Conda or pip. I can just simply pip install -r and then requirements.txt, and then you can hit enter. It's going to install all the packages that we specify in this requirements.txt. And once you have that, you should be able to open the app on your computer so you can test it. But this might take some time, so I'm going to use the Conda environment that I already created before. So we Conda activate Geo, okay? And then what you need to do is just to run this app. So it will be Streamlit run, and then Streamlit _app.py, hit enter. Right, and it's going to take a couple seconds. After that, you should be able to see the URL. It's going to automatically open up in your browser, right? So on the left side here now, take a look. So you have this one vector, right? So this is the simple example that we added earlier because previously it only has these 3 items, right? So now we have number 4. But okay, I forgot to change the title. So for example, right now it's heat map. So what I can do here is to come back to this vector. So for this one, I can change, for example, vector data, right? And then Control H to save this one. Then you can come back to the web app. Upper right corner here, there are 2 buttons asking you rerun or always rerun. So you want to click the always rerun button, and now you see it has been updated. So you can see this one right now, everything is updated. Also, you can change the information on the sidebar if you want. Go to the Streamlit app, and this will be something that you can change. So you can add more information if you want. You can remove it, you can delete it if you don't want to. So pretty simple. So this is the basic information. You can continue to add more items if you want, but on the right here you can also add tons of more information. So after you make finish all the changes, you can press Ctrl C to stop the browser. So Ctrl C basically means it stop. Now on the left side here, you will see that we this is the gig. So you need to also make sure that you install gig on your computer. If you click, it's going to show you what kind of changes that we just made. We simply just added a new item to the menu. We also add a new app. So this is the new app, web app, right? Once we have finished all the changes, then we can just commit the changes. So I can say, oh, edit vector app, right? And then you can just simply press Control Enter to commit the changes. After that, click this button and then OK. It's going to push the changes to GitHub. So on the left side here, I can click Remote and then click this one to open it on GitHub. As you can see, this is the changes that we just committed, right? Edit a vector app, right? And once it's done, you can navigate to the Streamlit. Here, which one? Okay, this one, not this one. This is the local one because we already stopped. So yeah, this one. So on the left side here, right? Once we push the changes on the right here, you will notice that Streamlit automatically pull the new changes and it's going to rebuild the web app. So pretty nice. Basically, you don't, once you deploy the Streamlit web app, you don't need to worry this anymore. It's going to automatically rebuild, upload and finish. Okay, so next, let me show you how you can actually deploy this one to Heorku, right? So if you want to, if you have the difference between Streamlit and Heorku is that Streamlit, the community version only allows you to deploy one public app. So if you have some private repo that you don't want other people to see, you might want to use Heorku, because Heorku you can deploy unlimited web apps. Okay, so what you need to do is to go to Heorku, Heorku.com, and then sign up an account. Once you have the account, you can navigate to the dashboard. So this is the dashboard, and then you can click upper right here, new, create new web app. Okay, so this is where you want to choose the name for your web app. This one is important because it's going to show up in the URL. Make sure that you choose the right one. So I can maybe try Streamlit demo. It might have been taken. Okay, this name has been taken, so it's not available. I can just type app.demo. All right, so this one is available, and then click create app. It's going to be pretty simple and straightforward. Once you're here, you want to connect this one to your GitHub account. Okay, so if you have already done that before, it's going to show up here quickly. And after that, you can directly type the repo name, or you can just type Streamlit, and then you can click to search. So from here, I'm going to find the one here, Streamlit demo, and then connect. Right. After that, click enable automated deploys. So that means whenever you push changes to GitHub, it's going to update the web app, and this is what we want. It's kind of behave similarly to the Streamlit web app, so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay. All right. So if you see the Streamlit website here, it has already been updated, right? So here, if you refresh, you will see the vector item, the app that we added. Right now, it's available here, right? And I can zoom in, you can zoom out. So I'm going to show you here exactly the same thing using Heorku, right? So once it's done, go back to the overview here. It has not been deployed yet. So if you open the app, it's not going to show you the app. So what you need to do is to come back to basically need to push some changes to GitHub to trigger Heorku to review the app. So I'm going to show you here exactly how I'm going to do that. So for example, I can simply go to the Streamlit app, because this is the home page, right? So this is exactly where you're going to make changes. And for example, this is the source code. Since we clone the web app, right now the source code is no, for example, it's no longer this one. I can maybe copy here and then simply make some changes. For example, the source code, I'm gonna make changes to this one, right? And then Control S. This web app similarly, URL is going to be different. So right now it will be Streamlit demo, right? DEMO, and then simply Control S. On the left side is the changes that we just made. So I can say, for example, updated sidebar info, for example, and then Control Enter, click the button, push the changes, right, and come back to the repo. You should see the changes here, right? Just update it and then go back to the Streamlit. It's going to automatically put the changes. So now you see this one here, the 3 dot is flashing. That means it's going to review the app. So once everything is done, you can click the open app. This might take a couple of seconds. First time it's being viewed, it's going to take a while. So you can click the open app. It's going to open. So this is exactly the same that if you let me go to the web app here. No, here. So I can show you, for example, you'll be under the app Streamlit template. I think it's template. So this is the one that I developed previously. Oh no, this one here. So let me open this one. Open the app. I'm going to open the link, and this is the one I developed. And it's not finished yet, so you won't see the app. But I'm going to show you here. This one here, Streamlit template. Hopefully it will work. Basically, it's the Heorku app that I deployed previously, linked to the GitHub repository. It might be already being put to sleep because the app hasn't been used for a while. But anyway, you can try it out later. Once you finish deploying the web app, click the open app. You should be able to see that the app exactly the same as this one. As I mentioned, the good thing about this is that for the repository here, you can use a private repo. So in that way, you can keep it private without having to share it to the outside. Okay, so look at this, right? Streamlit and hyphen template.heorkuapp.com, right? So this is exactly the same as the one that you deploy to the Streamlit Cloud. So it's very convenient, right? You don't need to actually make any changes. Everything is automatic. The last one I want to show you is the binder. So you can also deploy to binder. So I can just click this one. It's going to open up. That means you can deploy some web app using multiple platforms. Okay. So the first time it might show you 500 internal server error. You just click the reload the page. It should reload and then show you the web app, right? And as you can see, right, everything is the same as other web apps. Everything is automatic, and so you don't need to actually to set that up by yourself. Everything has been, all the files necessary has been created here in this repo. So you can simply clone the repository and then you can develop the web app. And let's see anything else. Okay, so just a quick recap, right? You clone the repository from my GitHub template, and then you add a new app to under the app directory, and after that you can add that app to the main menu. So here, basically you need to change this line. You also need to import the web app, and if you want to make changes to your sidebar, you can do it. And after that, pretty much you can keep everything by default and just commit the changes, push to GitHub, and then you can deploy to Streamlit Cloud or Heorku, whichever way that you like, right? So if you refresh, it's going to hopefully on the right here. Okay, so it has been finished, right? Updated app, that means your app has been updated. So here, earlier we updated the source code, right? So now this is the source code. If you click, it's going to take you to this one rather than to my original Streamlit template repo. All right, so that's all for this video. I hope you find it useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.